Look how pretty it is. What a beautiful little shop. Okay, so it looks so good. It's got the cupola on top. Got the 2 windows on this side. Now this is the complete build that comes with what you pay for. The skirting does not come with it, but we think we are going to put some, we've been looking, and probably some stone skirting around the bottom of it. I think that will look pretty. Or brick, or some kind of brick to match the color of our house. Let me come over here. So either stone or brick to match the color of our house here. There's Miss Ellie. She's been out here supervising with her dad. But this has been a long time coming. This took, over 3 months to get, just from waiting and back order as well, but waiting our turn to get built, because this one we picked, this is the Heartland Vista, and this one you can't do DIY. You had to have it installed, so it was an install only building, because this is the 16 by 24 Vista. But this is so pretty. He's going to let me put window boxes on it, and of course I'll bring you along for that. He's already picked his flowers out, so I'll show you that at the end of this video, but we're still waiting on, I did get the window boxes ordered, so that's going to be so pretty. So we have 2 windows over here. Let me get closer. 2 windows here, and they'll have the little window boxes. We're still trying to decide if we want to put any shutters on here. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below, if you would. The green and the white trim. And then this was an addition onto this building that you had to pay extra for. And I'll break down the cost in a little bit too. But right now we just want to look at this finished build. So this is the 8x5 ramp, and that's the 8x7 garage door. And then here on this side is the other window. So we have 3 windows. So yeah, so I've ordered some window boxes from Gardener's Supply. So they should ship soon. And my husband my husband has the steps to put here, just hasn't put them on yet, but he made there was extra leveling blocks. So he made a little step to get in this door right here. And this can here is just here because it was helping us do some cleanup. So it actually goes inside the house garage. We keep that in there. But we do have, he is going to build an enclosure here for our outdoor can. So that'll look a lot nicer. And that can sits right at the end of the driveway right now. So yeah, so he's going to get a little space to enclose it. And that'll look a lot nicer than sitting on the end of the driveway there, because it's just a lot easier to put our trash in that, and then he just wheels it up to our trash box right there. So this was also an add-on. We got to take the little sticker off the door. So this is a serviced entry door. So it's just a steel door, just like the garage door here. So yeah, I have the book. I'm going to break down the cost with you in just a minute. But he's already brought some stuff in here. And look, we have this rug. It says, beware, dog can't hold its liquor. Let me back up. My shadow's all in it. But we had this when we had our RV. So I was like, we've since sold that. But I was like, it's perfect. It works. But here is when you walk in. Here's the garage door. And it's hot, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and just open it. All right, so I've got this open so I could get a little bit of breeze in here. That took me a minute to figure out how to stop the door where I wanted it. Okay, so it is decent in here. You know, it's not a big shop by any means, but it's gonna be perfect for what he's wanting it for, and I love it. So up here is the 4-foot loft, and you didn't have to pay extra for it. It came with the base build, but what he wants to do is, we've got extra material here. There's for the steps for the service door. He's going to build it out so he can get some more loft storage space up here, because as you can see, oh, Just my Christmas and fall takes up all of that. 16 across and 4 feet wide storage up there. So we need just a little bit more, but yeah, this is it. Beautiful build. Our builder was one guy that came, and he did an amazing job. He had all of this done and painted. Of course, this is what he does, so he's really good at it and efficient, but this was all done in 2 days. And then it took us a couple more days to wait on, because our guy that built this did not install garage doors, so we had to wait on the garage door install. But this is it. Not huge, but perfect. So I've got my book with me, so I'm gonna show you. Okay, so it's this book here that's inside the demo shed at Lowe's. Looks like this. It's just sitting inside. The one they had on display was this one, but it was the 16 by 20. So, and these books were inside there. So we grabbed this book. So it's Heartland, made in the USA. All right, so open it up, and here on page 9 is the building we're standing in right now. So this is the installed only, so you couldn't purchase this, have them deliver the materials, and you do it yourself. So you had to set this up to be installed, and this is the Vista, and there it's highlighted. So that's what we got, the 16 by 24, and that's the base price there, highlighted. And yeah, so we ordered this, depending on when you're watching it, for these prices. I don't know if they're gonna go up or down, but we ordered this into May, 1st of June, 2022. So that was the price then. So this was the book inside the shed. And then I'm gonna flip to the back. Okay, so flipping to the back of the book, this is where you find all of the optional things and accessories in the back. And you can see I had this written up here because I had to go online to Heartland's website, because these two that were highlighted, like the display that was in the Lowe's parking lot, was not on this in here. So I wrote that up there. So when we, got with our associate to order it, we added on the 8x7 garage door and the steel service door, because it wasn't here in these listed accessories. So yeah, so I added we had the cupola, and so we had a lot of things that we added on. We wanted the leveling fee, of course, we wanna make sure it's level. The paint program where you get it professionally painted and they caulk the seams and everything. Yeah, and the dimensional shingles, like you could just upgrade for different accessories. And then of course we wanted the 8-foot ramp. So let's get to the total. Okay, it took me a minute to get this to focus on that number right there, but there it is, after tax, $16,891.77. All right, yeah, so as you can see, there's plenty of room for him to put any shelves or tables in, plenty of room underneath the windows. This is just really decent size if you don't have, needs for a big shop, depending on what your hobbies and or work is. But this is just fantastic size for what my husband's going to need. So we're really tickled to have this finally. All right, and then I'm just gonna come and just pan around this way. There's Miss Ellie. So you can see from the door and on each side. Room to put, he can put shelves on each side of the door as well. It's just so nice. And then here's the top with the little rafters. So yeah, so it's gonna be really great. Especially when he extends this loft and we can get some more stuff out of the house garage. But I think he's gonna start right there on that side of the window and just bring that out a little bit further. So that's gonna be super nice to have. I'm just trying to do a thorough tour inside the little building here. absolutely decent size for what we need. All right, so there you have it. So here's the inside, and we'll walk around the whole outside. Yeah, this building was not cheap, but it is some of the money that we held on to when we sold our home, because we knew when we bought this property, this new property with the 2.5 acres, the whole point was he wanted a shop and he wanted room for that. So we knew we were going to build it. So yeah, we made sure we had that money. All right, let me close this garage door and we'll just walk around the whole thing. All right, okay. I think I accidentally stopped recording, but here we go. So here's what it looks like when you come in the driveway. And here it is. Very nice. It's really, really lovely. My husband has two lights, battery operated lights that he's gonna put above the door and the garage door until he gets his solar put in. Yeah, he's gonna add solar to this instead of run electric out here. But we'll just walk around the whole thing because I did not do that. And then go show you the plants that he's picked for the window boxes that are on the way. But yeah, look how pretty. So let's kind of walk out here. So here we go. This is what it looks like from this way. And we're getting the garage cleaned out over there. Won't have to have everything stuffed in our 2-car garage because now we have this shop for him. So it's fantastic. Yeah, and then I'm gonna get me a little station because the same guy that built this, he's a contractor, of course. He did not work for Lowe's, a contractor. He also has built some greenhouses. So you guys, after the wedding, I think we're gonna have him come build me a greenhouse. So we'll see. Nothing big, maybe like a 10 by 10. But yeah, so this is the little shop. It's a shed shop. I keep switching back from shed to shop, but he calls it a shop, so it's definitely going to be his shop. But nice little building. Okay, now I'm going to take you over here and I'm going to show you what he picked for his to go in those window boxes. And look, if you've been following along, you guys, I'm going to ask him to give this a haircut again, but only the weeds that are sticking up. Please don't. I'm going to make sure to tell him, please don't chop back the jasmine this time because it's starting to come back. So this little area is looking a ton better. It might actually be all green in time for the wedding. Perfect. All the plants are loving the triple-digit heat being gone for the last week. It's just been divine. All right, so here's his plants he's picked for the window boxes. And of course, we'll revisit this when the window boxes get here and he puts them up and we'll plant them. I'll bring you along for that. I think that will be so fun. But he picked all of this. So, all right, so he picked this coleus. Look how pretty. He picked, okay, because fall is coming, they had all their mums out. So he picked these pretty yellow mums. Look how pretty. I love yellow. I think that's gonna look really good with the color of the shed. Put that yellow in the window boxes. And then, this was my suggestion actually, but he picked it, but probably based on my suggestion. So the Dichondra Silver Falls, I mean, we definitely have to put that in the window boxes to have something draping down them. And then he loved this grass, and this is the Mondo grass, but not the dwarf. So it gets a little taller. But yeah, so he picked these, and I think that's gonna be really, really pretty. Well, wouldn't you believe it, as I was filming what plants he picked to put in the window boxes, FedEx delivered the window boxes. How fun is that? And I should add that I am not sponsored by Gardener Supply at all, but my next share is for sure going to be getting these guys on the windows there on the building and getting them planted. All right, so there it is, all complete. We are just tickled. Boy, did we need this space right here to come together. And I'm so excited to get me a little space inside the garage while I wait on my greenhouse. He's trying to put me a little space inside here, but I told him I didn't want to be intrusive on his shop. So he just needs to get it set up how he wants it and not worry about putting me a little table in there or anything. We can I'm gonna have plenty of room inside the garage now. So while we wait to get the greenhouse, but in all things, because we do have to save our pennies, and after this wedding, hopefully we'll get that done, and of course I'll bring you along when that happens. So there we go. There's the pretty building. So I hope wherever you are, you're having the best day. Thank you so much for watching and adding color to my world.